Hey guys, so it's Mrs. Captain Dave, and we're going to go out today and see some animals. It is a gorgeous day, beautiful, beautiful day. It started off pouring, and you know, you get phone calls from folks who are scheduled for noon or later, and they're like, the weather, and it's like, it changes so fast. So look at all that blue sky behind me. But I get it, because when I first came out this morning, I got pretty wet. Not now. It is spectacular. So we have been super blessed. We are with two humpback whales, and so we're with them, and they just did a dive, and I am going to keep my camera rolling here so I don't miss their next appearance. Our drone photographer, Graydon, is going to launch the drone, and we are going to see if they want to make a connection. And our understanding is that there was a whale last year in San Diego, and he spent a lot of time down there, and he was a jumper. He would jump all the time. And Dominic Biagini, who started a new whale watching company down there called On Whale Watching. If you're in San Diego, check him out. He has a 6-passenger boat, and Dominic got lots of footage and photos of Twitch, and Twitch came back about a month ago, and he had been injured. So it looks, we're hypothesizing that he got entangled into some gear, polypropylene, something like that, and he was able to free himself, but in doing so, he lost an enormous amount of skin on his right pectoral flipper, and so he's pretty injured. So he's not jumping as much as he used to, but he is healing. That's great, and it does look like the skin is coming back. So we're hoping to get some good photos of him today, and so we can see the progress.
As we progress here, about 3 minutes, guys. Hello.
Oh my gosh, guys, they're right here. They're right next to us. That is the best. Watch this. There we are. Hey guys.
Okay guys, cross my bow right now. I'm going to put it back on the right. Turn back more out front. You can see the bridge here. I'm looking at a whale. You see this lady? It's real nice. It's a beautiful color. Not typical colors. It looks horrible. It's actually going to be like that. You see whales with rose edges.
Yeah, that looks like it's his fluke, actually. His left fluke. I understood it was his pectoral flipper. Maybe it's both, but we'll see. We're getting some drone footage, and that'll help us assess him better. So those whales just left footprints. So whales have belly buttons and footprints, just like us. They are mammals, just like us. They also have hair follicles. Not too many, but they have them. When a whale deep dives and they wave their fluke under the water, kind of like you might do in a pool, creates something that we call a footprint. Oh, there's our Zodiac boat, all's well. I've taken you guys out on that before. Super fun, super fast. Captain Chuck is out there. And there's our drone. Hello. Put it on wide angle, so until they come back up.
They're breaching. You can see that.
So we've seen these guys about, I don't know, 8 or 9 times now on this trip, and they're hanging together. It's really been fun watching them. They're kind of logging. Earlier today they were feeding, but right now they seem to be in a more restful state. And they are making a steady but slow progress towards San Diego. We see these humpback whales throughout the year, and these are different humpbacks than the ones that are in Hawaii, and they're different humpbacks from the ones that are on the East Coast. Humpbacks can be seen in a lot of places around the world, so they can be seen in Australia and a lot of the Antarctic, up in Alaska, and they do a lot of migrating. This group, or these humpbacks generally are going to be in Mexico in the winter time, and then off the coast of Southern California in the spring through fall months. But we do sometimes see them all the way through the winter, so that's pretty cool.
Kind of fight with each other for breeding grounds. And like village, almost cooperative village. It's going to be way more active. And some of the jumping together, you will see the peacocks. It's seriously. These are tailing whales, and these still teeth in their upper jaw. You've got a long row of plates. Diving shallow, it's almost a total rest after swim. Like Tom said, these guys responded.
Ouch. Did you guys like that?
These guys responded down in San Diego.
That was awesome. A double fluke. Double fluke. Alright.
It's going to get closer a little bit. There's going to be a little bit more people.
Hey, Graydon?
The dunkle throw. Tail throw. See that pectoral fin sticking up afterwards.
Tom, is Graydon next to you? Ask Graydon to go up again. We are looking. There they are. There they are.
So the one closest to us is the one I was talking about with the injury to the tail.
Nice. Oh, the sound of that below is just wonderful. Just wonderful. They exhale at such a speed, over 100 miles an hour in some cases, blue whales up to 200 miles an hour, and the water that's sitting on top of their blowhole just vaporizes, and that's what creates those beautiful blows. They're going down. Bye-bye.
That was a good view of that tail. About it.
Yeah.
Especially you can see. Gone through a pretty rough time of it though.
Oh, it is so good to see Twitch, and that he's found a friend to hang out with is the coolest thing. So we are heading over here to where Oswell is, and it's either sitting in the middle of a patch of red tide or, even better, some krill. Krill is red. It's like a little shrimp-like animal, and Chuck is checking it out, and we're gonna see if it's krill. If it's krill, that is such great news, because blue whales love krill, and so we love krill. Now, humpbacks are unique because they can eat krill and they can eat fish. So they're very versatile. So this year, for instance, we got a great report from Michael Fishbach, our friend who has been leading expeditions down to the Sea of Cortez for 20 years. And if you want to see that interview with Michael, it is up on our YouTube channel. But Michael was telling us that they really had a shortage this year of krill. So the animals, the whales that feed principally on krill, like blue whales and the fin whales, they were quite thinner, whereas the humpback whales did very well, and there was a lot of fish, so the humpback whales were doing good. Okay, so it looks like it's it's not krill yet. It is red tide, and that can also be promising as well. That can be phytoplankton, and it can be a good thing. It can do both. I'm zoomed in as close as I can so you guys can get some good visibility of these beautiful whales. Hello, there we go. That's beautiful. Oh, I hope you guys can see that and hear the wind a little bit. I wish you could feel the sun on your face and feel the wind. Oh, wow.
Okay, there's Twitch right next to the boat, guys. Very close to the other boat.
Did you see Andrea? Do it like this. Andrea went like this.
It is. Fabulous. My favorite part, look at that, is when we see these animals and they see us. And here they come, look at that. Here they come, they're like thick on the bow. Oh man, best ever. Love it. Yep. I'm going to be quiet so you guys can just enjoy the sound of their. You can hear them whistling.
Something else that humpback whales can echolocal sonar. They have their code and they sell something like underwater, but give them a three-dimensional sonogram of everything around them. That includes you. Look at you. Well, if you're a man or a woman, a child or an adult, they can tell if you're pregnant, if you've had injuries, or if you're a first time. No secrets in the dolphin world. And we're heading right for the whales, guys. The whales are out there with the sailboat right now. Look where they're going. We can see the whales from here. They're going right there.
Hear their whistling. Hey guys. Oh. Oh, they are loving these waves. They're having so much fun. What a great group. Oh my gosh. What a fabulous group. They love the pressure wave of the boat moving through the water. It is a special treat for them. They get a free ride. And I think it reminds them of when they were baby dolphin and they were drafting along next to their mom.
Alright guys, we have one of the underwater pods. If you guys want to check out the underwater pool pods, you can go underwater. Keep in mind that
almost reach out and touch these guys. If I could reach through the glass, I could.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and turn around on your belly. Turn on your belly and then look to the left and the right. Underwater, do you see him? I want to introduce you to my favorite captain on this trip, Captain Tom. He has been with us over 20 years. He is our senior captain, and he started out with us actually as crew. Tom was in the corporate world and said, and left that behind, and he has been with us ever since, becoming a captain shortly after that, and has learned a whole lot about boats and about the animals. But it was actually Tom who first told us about the entanglement problem that dolphins and whales were having around the world. And when we first heard the information that he presented to us, we were really shocked. And Dave couldn't believe that the problem was that big, and the numbers at the time, well, the numbers now and at the time aren't that different, but they've gotten worse. There are almost 400,000 dolphins and whales dying in nets every year. So that's over 1,000 dolphins and whales a day. And that is too many. And so that is dying in nets and fishing gear. Some of it is live gear, some of it is ghost gear. Live gear being it's in use, and ghost gear being it's been taken, it's been lost, or it's drifted from its original position, got torn or whatever, and it's drifted. So those are called ghost nets or ghost gear. And these animals get entangled in them. And what we saw today with Twitch and that injury on his flukes is very likely the result of some active gear. And the animal gets caught in it. If you saw the episode that I did earlier this year on ghost nets, there was some underwater footage there of
you can see right out here.
what a minefield it really is for the animals when they're trying to swim through a heavy concentration of traps.
So every single one of those animals you can see right out.
Go ahead, Tom. Tell us about these humpbacks we saw today.
Well, Twitch in particular, I don't have that much experience with. I have seen the other one with the dark tail in this area before, but Twitch is a new one for me. He's been down in San Diego the last couple of years, and then he encountered what we think was a line entanglement that really just did a number on him. He pulled himself loose from a line entanglement wrapped around his tail, and when he pulled it, it really did a number on his left fluke. So he's had a serious injury for, I think it's been at least 6 months, but we saw him feeding today. He doesn't look like he's thin. He looks like he's doing okay. He's recovering. You know, the whale ice are only on the wound itself. It's not on the rest of his body. His body is starting to get the dark skin back. So as bad as that looked, he's actually doing pretty good, and we're happy about that. Looks like he's on his way back down to San Diego today, too.
That's awesome.
But they may be here tomorrow. We don't know. We had 3 this morning up above the point, and they did make a turn that looked like they may come back up in this area. The dolphin are certainly coming back. We had probably 1,500 dolphin this morning, about 3 to 500 on this trip. Really nice spotted dolphin, lots of babies in there. They're doing great. They've been feeding on anchovies out here. We saw that earlier today, and I'm sure they were still feeding on it when we were out on this trip. That's exactly the same thing the humpback whales eat. We see a lot of dolphin like that, a lot of bird activity. We start looking around for those humpbacks, and for the last week or so, we've been wondering where they were.
Right.
And they were out today. So some really nice activity. We had a couple of peduncle throws. We had a breach earlier today on a different whale, and I'm glad to see them back. And I think they're going to be around tomorrow. In addition to that, the terrible weather we had this morning with drizzle and fog and rain and large waves, it's all going away. It's been sunny since about noon, and the wind has been dying back all day. The waves are dropping. It's going to be a beautiful weekend.
Love it.
So hope to
Tom,
see you guys tomorrow.
tell us what we can look forward to seeing this summer, if it's a typical summer.
Well, a typical summer, I think we'd see a lot more blue whales by now. I do anticipate seeing blue whales. We're going to have a run, maybe a couple of weeks, where it's like a fairly steady thing, but I am not fully confident that we're going to have a big summer for blue whales. I think we're going to see a lot more of the humpbacks. We're going to have a lot more of this behavior. We're going to see tuna in this area again. That's my prediction.
Very cool.
So we've got amazing amounts of bait out here. I saw one area of bait this morning. I thought it was a cloud shadow. It was all fish. It was probably 300 to 500 feet across, you know, a couple hundred feet wide.
Do you know what kind of fish they were?
All anchovies.
All anchovies.
All dark anchovies, maybe that big.
Nice.
You know, just the right size for dolphin.
Perfect. And for humpbacks,
And for
right?
humpbacks, yeah.
They love to feed
In
on
addition,
those.
they love that baby mackerel And the sardines, we're seeing a lot of sardine out here. The farther out we go, the more of this we're seeing, and there's lots of it here. We're going to end up with a tuna right in our doorstep again this year. So this isn't bad. Early June, looking like this.
Right?
More typical this morning when it was all drizzly, overcast.
This is a beautiful place to be. I have to tell you, Tom, that today, with you being here, and we have a full team on board, and we have Graydon with the drone back.
Yeah, that's right. A little bit of everything today.
Beautiful sunshine.
We're back.
Felt like a normal
It's
day.
back. Yeah, it's back. We're back to normal.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Thanks for the trip.
All right. Thanks for being with us.